So, while most of us were getting ready for the New Year's countdown, science was busy dropping three major bombshells. On New Year's Eve, three huge stories broke that, on the surface, seemed to have absolutely nothing to do with each other. But here's the thing, they're connected in a way that gets to the very heart of how we understand the universe. So, what do these things have in common? A cosmic party, a dying star's final gasp, and the whole debate about whether an AI can truly think? Well, the answer is that they all show us what science is really all about, looking past what we think we see to uncover what's really going on. All right, let's kick things off with that cosmic celebration. I mean, talk about perfect timing. Astronomers spot this thing on New Year's Eve, so of course they had to give it a great name, the Champagne Cluster. And when you look at it, you can see why. It just looks bubbly, like a cosmic celebration frozen in time. It's this beautiful image that seems so peaceful, right? Just a serene, glittery cloud of galaxies out there in the void. It's pretty easy to just get lost in how cool it looks. But you know where this is going, right? Like with so many things in science, that first look, that beautiful, calm picture, yeah, it was hiding something way, way more intense. The story of the Champagne Cluster isn't a celebration. It's a story about a truly massive and violent event. Okay, so here's the reality check. That's not one happy cluster. It's two massive galaxy clusters smashing into each other at mind-boggling speeds. And those bubbles? They're not bubbles. They're pockets of gas heated to millions of degrees. In fact, get this, there's so much of this superheated gas that it literally outweighs all the stars in all the galaxies combined. This is one of the most energetic events in the universe, and it's created this incredible cosmic laboratory for studying one of the biggest mysteries out there, dark matter. All right, so from that colossal galactic smash-up, our next story brings us way down to the level of just a couple of stars. But we're going to see that exact same theme pop up again, a simple appearance hiding a really complex reality. We're talking about a nova, an exploding star, something we were pretty sure we had all figured out. Or, so we thought. You probably know the classic story, right? It's pretty straightforward. You've got this dense, dead star, a white dwarf, and it's so greedy it starts siphoning gas off its neighbor. Eventually, it pulls in too much, the pressure builds, and boom, a massive thermonuclear explosion on its surface. We see a bright flash, simple, clean, one and done. Yeah, well, that simple story, it's officially been thrown out the window. New observations have totally changed the game, showing us that what we thought was a single flash is, well, it's a whole lot more complicated. And you don't have to take my word for it. The lead author of the study, Elias Azadi, put it perfectly. He said it's like we've gone from looking at a grainy black and white photo to watching the whole thing in high-definition video. We're not just seeing the flash anymore. We're seeing the entire chaotic event as it happens. And that new HD view? It's showing us that these explosions are anything but simple. They're messy, they're chaotic, and it seems like every single one has its own unique, dramatic script. Just look at these two examples. Researchers checked out V1674 Hercules, and it was this super fast, violent event where two streams of gas just slammed into each other. But then they looked at V1405 Cassiopeia, and it was a total slow burn. It waited more than 50 days before its main eruption even went off. This just goes to show you, we're just scratching the surface of how these things can play out. So, what's the big takeaway here? The crucial point is that all this messiness, all these colliding gas flows, that's what's important. The chaos is what creates these incredibly powerful shockwaves, and those shockwaves are what produce the high-energy gamma rays that telescopes like NASA's Fermi have been spotting for years. For the first time, we can actually connect the dots between what the explosion looks like and the invisible energy it's blasting into space. Okay, for our third and final story, we're going to pull way back from the cosmos and dive into something a little closer to home, the inner world of the mind. And this is where that theme of looking past appearances gets really tricky. As AI gets smarter and smarter, we have to face a question that used to be pure sci-fi. Can a machine actually be conscious? And just like before, it all starts with what we see on the surface. Modern chatbots, I mean, they're getting so good, right? They can sound so human that it's easy to feel like you're talking to something that's, well, aware. Some people are already totally convinced. But the moment you try to scientifically prove it, to look behind that curtain, you hit a brick wall. A philosopher, Dr. Tom McClelland, laid it out pretty clearly. Right now, we have absolutely no way to know for sure if an AI is conscious. The honest answer to the question, is anybody in there, is simply, we have no idea. And we might not for a very, very long time. Now, this is where we have to be really careful with our words, because Dr. McClellan makes a critical distinction. The real debate isn't about consciousness in a general sense. I mean, a self-driving car is conscious of its surroundings. The word that really matters for ethics is sentience. Sentience is the ability to feel things, pleasure, pain, joy, suffering. That is the tipping point. Because if something can suffer, we have a moral obligation toward it. So why can't we just build a test for it? Well, because we're up against one of the biggest mysteries of all. We don't even have a solid scientific explanation for what consciousness is in ourselves, let alone a machine. Our common sense, our gut feeling, which works fine for knowing a dog is happy or a cat is scared, just completely fails us here. Without a real theory to work from, the data doesn't help. So the most logical position to take right now is just agnosticism. We have to admit we just don't know. And there are real dangers to jumping to conclusions. McClellan warns that believing an AI is conscious when it isn't could lead to what he calls existentially toxic situations. Basically, pouring your emotions into something that can't reciprocate. But maybe more importantly, it distracts us from focusing on the suffering of beings we know are sentient, like many animals. Okay, so we've got a colliding galaxy cluster, a chaotic exploding star, and this huge philosophical question about AI. Three totally different things, right? Let's bring it all back together and talk about why this pattern actually matters so much. Think about it. In every single case, that first simple look was completely misleading. That beautiful champagne cluster was actually a cosmic car crash. That simple nova flash was a complex, drawn-out drama. And that conscious AI, it might just be an illusion that we can't see through. It's honestly the perfect coincidence that all three of these stories were announced on the same day, because together they are a powerful reminder of what science is really all about. It's not about having all the answers. It's about constantly questioning our assumptions, looking deeper than the surface, and never being satisfied with the first easy explanation. And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. We thought we had a pretty good handle on galaxy clusters, on novae, on what it means to be aware. And we were wrong. So it really makes you wonder, what major assumption, what obvious fact that we all believe today is just waiting for the next discovery to be completely overturned?